How's it going, Gemini? It's Robin here. So thanks for joining me today as I do your New Year 2024 look ahead predictions, see what's going on overall in 2024 for you. So 2024 is the year of the dragon. So I'm just using my dragon tarot card deck for the general reading for your sign in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And then at the end of the reading, I'm going to specifically ask questions about your house of love and your house of money. Okay, so this is a general reading. Maybe if this one isn't hitting the mark for you, definitely check out your moon sign. Okay, so there's all kinds of moon sign calculators online if you're not sure what that is. I like to use Cafe Astrology. Let's see what's going on for you. So I did pull the Five of Wands and it came out in reverse. And there's another card behind it. So let's have a look. Six of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like you've been fighting somebody about money. Usually when you see the Five of Wands upright, there's some sort of disagreement going on. If you look at a lot of tarot card decks that have like pictures of people in them, characters, these guys are all fighting amongst each other, and the Six of Pentacles means that there has been something going back and forth. You know, there's some sort of a reciprocating energy, and this is related to money. So I feel like there has been some sort of contest about money, like not the kind that you would win with the starter's pistol and a checkered flag, but just going back and forth with somebody in your life. It could be your boss, it could be a spouse or an ex-spouse, or a friend that is in denial of ever having borrowed money from you. But because the Five of Wands came out in reverse, this is like that argument is going to end, right? So I'm not seeing whether it's ending in a good way for you or a good way for the other person. Do have the Nine of Swords here, so this could get a little bit tricky, but because I'm seeing this is time for you to do some due diligence. With the Nine of Swords, this is something you're incredibly worried about. This might have some sort of an impact on your credit rating. So you really want to take affirmative action when it comes to money matters. Like, this is going to happen to you sometime in 2024 if it hasn't started already. Okay, so if you are negotiating with somebody verbally, please stop that and start doing things with signatures and maybe even notarized and stuff like that. Otherwise, it's just going to turn into a nightmare with the Nine of Swords and keep you up at night. You might think, well, no, I really trust this person. You know, I don't really need to do this documentation. And for some of you, I am going to say that it could be related to a prenuptial agreement or a postnuptial agreement, where if you have assets that you need to protect, like prior to getting into a marriage, then you need to do that. And for those of you that would be receiving one of these agreements, I mean, you have to understand what's going on with the other person, and maybe you could go back and negotiate a little bit. But we do have the Sun here, so this relationship could be one of incredible benefits for both of you, like really nurturing both of you. Okay, you can see the kids here, and the Sun is just, everything works out really, really well. Just don't be sloppy when it comes to stuff like this. And if somebody's moving into your house, make sure you get a tenancy agreement if they're just a roommate or something like that. Like, really cover yourself, because people that you think that you can trust can turn around and take advantage of you very, very, very easily. And you need to have some sort of a legal resource anyway to protect your assets. Okay, so you want to be the opposite of the fool. You want to come in smart and put a binding agreement in place. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing here. But because that was all about finances, my guides are saying like to pull a card now for your house of money, because it is possible that you could get really taken advantage of or scammed. Okay, so be very careful. And it definitely could ruin a relationship like we were seeing there before with the Two of Cups. I'm just going to do a deck cut Just really not getting any, worried, okay, and not speaking your mind. So this could really impact you really, really deeply, especially if you let somebody else talk you into or coerce you into dropping any sort of legal binding agreement. Okay, so that's not cool, and that's gonna, you might lose a friend, you might lose a job, but it's better than going into debt for somebody. You might even lose a fiance, so you're gonna have to be very careful about this. We do have the King of Cups though, so whatever happens, this is going to be the lesson of a lifetime, unfortunately. Okay, so you're going to be able to move on, get it together, stand up straight. There could even be a really nice water sign coming in for you. This is going to be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. So this event here with the money and the contract could be something that you just need to go through on a soul level, but it's not going to be fun, so you could either stand to lose a lot of money or somebody that means a lot to you. But if somebody is not going to see your side of a story, I don't even know, like, you're going to have to really think about that. We do have the Eight of Cups here, so you could even call it quits on this situation before it gets out of control. If you're seeing signs of somebody being that type of, like, take advantage of you, okay? So, and this is the type of pain that you will never ever forget in your life, Gemini, where, sometimes the best thing you can do is sacrifice somebody that you love with all of your heart because you see that they truly don't have your best interests at heart, and you're just going to have to move on. Okay, so my guides are saying to pull that love card for you now, because I feel like this is somebody that you really, really care about. And for those of you that are going into like prenups and postnups and stuff like that, we do have the Six of Coins. Okay, so there could be no problem on that front. If it is, signing, well, this is my stuff, we're going into this marriage or partnership, you should be met with no problem. And especially if you are dealing, I'm getting a really specific Taurus vibe, but it could be a Virgo or Capricorn as well, because they're just a little bit more, I'm getting the vibe of like level-headedness when it comes to matters of finance and being able to separate that from friendship or romance or something like that. So I'm getting the sense that if this is somebody that really cares about you, they're not going to have any problem at all. And then there's not going to be any worries about money, because they're willing to sign your agreement and return it to you, even if it takes a little bit of negotiation. Okay, so I do see that you're going to have to protect your own best interests quite a bit this year, Gemini. And you need to sort of let go of the perception that you're hurting somebody else's feelings. Even if they say that, they can deal with their own feelings, or you can have a conversation with them. But this is not about feelings. This is about the rest of your life and potentially theirs. Okay, so it's all wrapped up together. And we do have the Star card. So, I mean, I feel like there's a lot of self-deprecation about a situation where you're going to stand up and say, hey, this is what I want from my life, and what if other people don't like that? Okay, so this could be something that is coming in from, the way that you were brought up, and maybe getting sharply reprimanded in a classroom or by a parent or something like that because you had a suggestion. Okay, so it's time to let that go. We're all adults now, and you can just be hopeful and understand that you're making better choices when it comes to the people around you. Okay, so you've really like leveled up your standards when it comes to who is in your circle. And if your circle keeps getting smaller the older that you get, then I really think that you're making incredibly smart choices. And just know that I did pull the Devil card here. So whatever's going on with finances that is upsetting you, or somebody asks you for help, just know that you're getting rid of the right people if they storm off or they try to manipulate you, if they don't come back with an honest sort of, like, let's talk about this point, like a negotiation, because we do have the Devil card. So I mean, that just kind of says it all. That could be somebody that is a business partner that is unscrupulous, or somebody that is a gold digger, or, but this is sort of the universe's way of allowing you to filter out people that just don't support you. They're there to help support themselves a little bit to a certain degree, like 100%. So, and then we have the Queen of Wands, okay? So you're going to be able to pick yourself up and carry on. I see that this could be a little bit of an exhausting situation. So maybe even just look up some of the laws that are applicable in your region and save yourself a lot of heartache down the road, and just like wrap things up and just move on, okay? Just take this as a lesson learned. Might not be an easy one. And I'm just going to pull you one more card for romance, okay? Because just knowing that it's not just a wedding, it's a marriage, whatever is going on in your life. And maybe that's something that is going to happen. Maybe you will get married. We do have the Three of Pentacles here. So you could really, really have an amazing relationship with somebody coming up. Angel number 1111 just went by. So that is, if you are looking for your ideal partner, this is probably going to be the right year, and somebody that is never going to hold you back. And I do see that there is a star here. So it could be somebody that it is that stars aligned moment for you. So hold on for a second. I just wanted to write that down. So, and this is the person that you've been waiting for. So, I mean, and look at the difference between the star and the devil, and who would you prefer to have in your life? Somebody that is hopeful, or somebody that is just going to suck the life out of you? All right. So that's what I'm seeing. You're going to have to stick to your guns, be super tough about what is going on in your life, especially if you have a lot of assets to protect, or you just are sick of being used. Okay. So anyway, Gemini, namaste. Take care. Bye.